Yeah, and we will deliver on it.
The member for Bowman.
Speaker, a question to the Treasurer. We are confident about Australia's future, so I ask the Treasurer to outline to the House how the Morrison government is working to make it even better through strong budget management and by paying down Labor debt down. Is the Treasurer aware of any alternative approaches?
The member for McEwen, the member for Solomon. I haven't called you yet. Member for Cooper, the Treasurer has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I thank the member for Bowman for his question and acknowledge his extensive experience as a medical professional before he came into this place, and that in his electorate more than 60,000 taxpayers will get the full will get the benefit of the tax cuts that we have passed through this parliament, and more than 16,000 small businesses will be able to access the instant asset write-off which we passed through the parliament, Mr Speaker. Now, can I inform the House that yesterday the national accounts were released, which showed that the Australian economy is enjoying its 29th consecutive year of economic growth, and we can be confident about Australians' economic future, with household disposable income having its fastest increase in a decade, Mr Speaker. And the current account surplus is we have a current account which is in surplus for the first time in 40 years. We have welfare dependency, which is at its lowest level in 30 years. We have the biggest tax cuts in 20 years, and we have the first balanced budget in 11 years, Mr Speaker, and we have more people in work than ever before, Mr Speaker. That is what this government has helped achieve. Now, Mr Speaker, through this year we have taken through the parliament legislation to ensure $158 billion of tax cuts, abolishing a full tax bracket, the 37 cents in the dollar tax bracket, and we'll see 94% of taxpayers pay a marginal rate of no more than 30 cents in the dollar. We've extended the instant asset write-off, Mr Speaker, to companies with a turnover of up to $50 million, and we've extended to $30,000. We've also backed small business with a $2 billion securitisation fund. We're also ensuring that consumers will be able to get better deals on their banking services, on their energy, on their telecommunication, with the consumer data right being passed through the parliament, and also the Protecting Your Super legislation, Mr Speaker, which will deal with excessive fees as well as unwanted or unnecessary insurance and super, Mr Speaker. And our priorities going forward include restoring the budget back into the black with the first surplus in 12 years, Mr Speaker, and paying down Labor's debt, with cutting red tape and the deregulation agenda, Mr Speaker, which will make it easier to employ people, Mr Speaker, as well as getting faster approvals for major projects, with infrastructure spending $100 billion, a 10-year pipeline of infrastructure spending, the largest this country has ever seen, as well as guaranteeing essential services. But, Mr Speaker, it's all about creating more jobs and cutting taxes, and we know the Labor Party, with its $387 billion of higher taxes, will always see fewer jobs and lower wages. Mr Speaker, we on this side of the House will create more jobs.